Just keep your tech off my flames, yeah? Wouldn't want to fry your circuitry.
Yo.
Enemy spotted B.
Reloading.
Colorful kill.
Yikes.
Enemy spotted B.
Blocking sight.
Razi.
One enemy remaining.
Spike planted. There you are, you shit.
That wasn't
It's
terrible.
only our chat.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Sage's walls are coming down.
I'll return. Enemy spotted A.
Blocking sight.
Cover going out. Somebody out.
Reloading.
Target down.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted A.
Satchel out.
Cutting through.
Gun here.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted A.
Sorry, Jet.
There.
If I kill all the enemies myself, I apologize. I have trouble sharing.
Snuff them out.
Party chat.
Cover going out. Careful now.
Reloading. Reloading.
You were a mistake.
Last player standing.
Enemy spotted B. Bomb buddy out. Here comes the
remaining.
For me.
Thirty seconds left.
Spike planted.
Look for my shadows, they will hide you.
Hey! 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 Hey!
It begins.
Hey!
Shadows traveling.
Night night! Here.
I'll return.
Enemy spotted mid.
Blocking sight.
Our spike carrier is dead.
Spike down B.
Enemy spotted B.
I have the spike.
Our spike carrier is dead.
Spike down B.
What's this?
I got the spike.
Last player standing.
Race it to the spike sites. Thanks.
I will break the balance. Shadows traveling.
I've got your trail.
Spike planted.
Careful now.
Here.
Here.
You will not kill my allies.
Get out of my way! Careful.
Enemy spotted A. Move in after I strike. That's when they're weak.
Cover going out.
Cutting through.
Reloading.
Enemy spotted A. I got the spike.
Our spike carrier's down.
Spike down B.
Enemy spotted B.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
Sorry, bro.
Ten seconds left.
You want me serious? You got it.
Can I get a thanks? Can I get a drop?
Here. I dropped the spike. I have the spike. Here.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted B.
Aw, thought to try harder.
Strike at their weak points. If one link breaks, the rest will follow.
Reloading.
This is gonna be fun. Enemy spotted A. Ugh. Enemy spotted B.
Our spike carrier's down.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Embarrassing.
Last player standing.
Watch them run. I have the spike. Wait until I blind them to strike.
No.
Here.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Multiple enemies A. Spike planted. Blocking sight. Give me that spike. Satchel. Enemy spotted. Reloading.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Right. I'd stop that.
Oh, surrounded by minha família. We won't lose. Let's make them dance. See ya!
Cover going out.
Blocking sight. Spike planted. I've got your
Careful
trail.
now. Come on, let's go!
Poison's gone.
Last player standing.
Satchel out.
Buy stuff, ka-ching, little skrrr, then we're done. Yeah?
Stay down.
Shadows traveling.
Enemy spotted B.
Experiment complete. Shadows traveling.
Spike planted.
Going up.
One enemy remaining.
Looks like I was the stronger one.
Last round in the half.
Either spend all your money or give it to me. Good cause either way.
Gun here. Let's go! Watch this!
Cover going out. Enemy spotted A.
Enemy killed.
Careful now.
The hunt begins.
I'm down. Spike planted. Satchel up. 3.
There.
my world.
Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, big break, guys.
Here comes the party!
Switching sides.
Try to catch me. Hey. Sorry.
Hello?
Sorry. Hey, keep up.
There. Multiple enemies A. Enemy spotted A.
Spike down A.
Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
For me.
Flawless.
The best. I said it. Yeah. Everybody go home. Hey, I like this game.
Time to jump.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted A.
Here. Nailed them. Poops.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Look for my shadows, they will hide you.
I got you, bruv. Careful now.
Watch this!
Spike planted.
See ya.
Last player standing.
Get out of my way. Give me those stuff. 3,
One enemy remaining.
4. Blocking sight. No charges left. This is nothing. Ugh. They want to dance? I'll leave.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
Spike down A.
Time to jump.
Spike planted.
Stay down. Here comes
Reload.
One enemy remaining.
Was that important?
They think they know pain. They can't begin to comprehend.
Enemy spotted B.
Spike down B.
Spot here. Enemies in attacker spawn.
Stealing. Reloading.
Here.
You're out.
Here.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Here. Gun here.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out.
Great time.
Anyone have any splints? I may have jammed my fingers. Multiple fingers. Hey,
Don't hold back.
reloading.
Night night.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted A.
Silence.
One enemy remaining.
The spike is defused.
Reloading.
Match point.
Let's end this.
Try not to die.
Decoy.
Spike down A.
Enemy spotted mid.
Spike planted.
You will not kill my allies.
Enemy spotted A.
Going up.
Last player standing.
I'm back.
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades left. Hopefully that's enough. Hey!
Sit down.
In here.
Stealing sight.
I've got your trail.
Spike planted.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
One enemy remaining.
Here comes the
Reload.
shame. I love explosions.
Defenders win.
There we go! Nice work, everyone!
Match found.
Hey, the chat collect with us. Good
Why don't
bonus.
you take us in, Jackson? You had a lot of topics this week, didn't you? Yeah, I mean, we all did. There's a lot going on this week. Hello,
Yeah,
everyone.
I wanted
Welcome
to-
to... Jesus Christ. Okay, go. No, it's fine.
No, damn it, fine. I'll steal Jackson's thunder. Hello, welcome to my podcast. Jackson not included. I'm just kidding. Boys, we have a lot of topics. Each and every one of us has a topic. I want to go ahead and segue into mine because we just have so much to talk about. Boys, the Hitman video games are real. Agent 47 is now among us because that is probably the only way I can explain what happened with Alec Baldwin.
I actually said the exact same fucking thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Reloading.
I don't understand how an incredibly gross oversight of having a real fucking magazine or real rounds on set could even happen.
Yeah, all right, so give us a synopsis of what happened for people that don't know.
What was your topic, Andy? You can take it.
So I don't know the exact details on what happened, but I do know the results of what happened. Alec Baldwin killed the cinematic photographer as well as wounded the director of the movie he's working on because apparently the gun that he was given for a scene had a real magazine in it and was basically a real gun.
Reloading.
Decoy. I mean, basically, it was genuinely a real gun.
Yeah.
So from the reports that I
Enemy
read,
spotted, B.
they're shooting a film called Rust. I don't think Alec Baldwin is at all guilty of anything from what I've read. He's just given what
Careful now.
Enemy spotted.
scene.
Reloading.
And he did that. And
Time to
fired
chill.
off and hit. Who was it?
One enemy remaining.
Hutchins.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, one of the production people, and tragically killed her.
Reloading.
Blame for that. Kaya, you think that?
Not for all of
Okay,
it, but I'm
we
just
know the
saying
drill.
they use real
Stick to your
guns
roles
on
and we'll
set.
crush it.
It's just you're not supposed to use real bullets, obviously. But if he knew that, I mean, he's an actor. How many decades, right? If you're handed a gun, you first check if it's like loaded or not before you point it at another human.
That's not
Well,
their responsibility, though.
That's exactly right. It's
Absolutely
absolutely
everybody's responsibility.
There's a literal on-set armorer whose entire job is to ensure every weapon and firearm is safe. He was told it was a cold gun, which means that there's nothing in it. Literally nothing. Cold gun meaning that there's not even blanks or anything in it, from what I read. And he didn't point it at anybody. He unholstered it and it fired as it was being fired. So that's what
Spike
happened,
down,
according
mid.
to what I read.
Well, what if he's just a quick draw? I think this was like a Hitman scenario. He actually intended to kill that man.
One enemy remaining.
And he's now framing the armor.
Yeah, how do we know that Alec Baldwin at the last minute wasn't replaced by a bald man wearing his clothing?
Being dragged behind some bushes.
They're still fighting. After seeing what we can do. Not
Gun here.
wise.
Gun
Well, and
here.
so the armorer is actually also getting into hot water because apparently on a different film she gave an 11-year-old kid a gun without prepping it and checking it as well.
Apparently
Well,
the
she was
armorer was
inexperienced,
also,
from what it
yeah,
seems.
Yeah, she was also not experienced at all. She was there to replace somebody because workers were dropping off the set due to outrageous conditions. They had to drive 50 miles each day just to get to set. And then as they started dropping out, they just told them to leave and they replaced them with non-union workers
Here.
to take the jobs.
Here.
And you're leaving out, I think. Or is it they left the set because that same gun had already misfired twice before?
Yep.
Wait, really?
Three previous discharges on set.
How the
Where are
fuck
these
did they
bullets
get a new
magically?
gun then?
Where are these bullets magically coming from? It's like an infinite magazine or some shit.
So,
One
go a
enemy
little deeper
remaining.
on that, it doesn't necessarily mean every discharge was a live round. It could also just mean a blank fired. But it's still a problem because all those discharges were when it was called a cold gun, meaning it shouldn't have blank in it or anything like that. So Alec Baldwin double fired off 2 rounds in what was called a cold gun. So there was just problems constantly on that set. And Alec Baldwin is actually a producer on there, so he shares responsibility at least for like the people there are, you know, more than the responsibility to like be a fucking the six-shooter out to check each bullet to make sure
They're
it's not
losing
live.
cards.
He's an actor, and he had an on-set armorer and the
Reloading.
assistant director
Gun
cleared the
here.
gun saying it was cold. So it's not. He wasn't responsible for like the gun firing.
Like
I
you
need
just said, I
backup.
think his responsibilities lie with the hiring process. He hired people that
Enemies
weren't
nearby.
qualified for the position, so
Yeah,
he should
so
be.
I mean,
he should be
okay,
held.
that's
He should be
his
held guilty for that. He should be held guilty for that, but not murder.
You can't
If people are like, hey dude, this gun went off like multiple times before, and he's like, okay, fuck you, go home. I'm just gonna hire randos, including this 24-year-old.
Enemy.
Okay.
Careful now.
Enemy blocking sight.
Twice before they to even small level thing to get a different gun. Something. Do anything about it.
I had seen a message chains between crew members posted around the internet. I'm not sure of the validity of them, so you know it's up for debate. But they were basically saying that the armor would take the gun out and put live
One
ammo
enemy
into it
remaining.
so
Your
that's
trail.
like fun in between like break.
That's incredibly oh my god.
Looks like
I don't know what I don't know if it was the armor or someone else, but I had seen text message chains between crew members saying that someone was doing that.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
read that in one of the articles as well. Also, apparently, one of them alleged that they kept the like prop. What is it called? The part of the bullet that actually.
I need backup.
Whatever the blanks.
I need
basically,
backup.
They kept the blanks and live ammo in the same spot, which is also how they suspect an actual bullet somehow may have snuck its way into the gun.
Hey.
Why is
Hey.
bullets even on set?
Hey.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Why? It's not a fucking
you know,
military zone.
taking fucking
They have to defend the
I
set
get
from
the
raiders.
use. I get the use of real bullets in certain scenarios because they save on effects. For example, imagine they're shooting at the side of a hill or something. You don't have explosives in the hill. You don't have to
Last player
gun.
standing.
Filming a real gun shooting saves a lot of production, but you should never be shooting them at real people.
Or even
Like
just
fuck.
erroneously, like going out back just to shoot on a break. That's
Exactly. You should never be taking a
I'll
gun
handle
and
this.
using it for real purposes like that. Like they should be separate and different. Jesus.
Here. Miss me?
listening.
It's so the old context that they just loaded with blanks. I had no idea. I thought those were just like realistic
everywhere.
looking
We're not a
toys.
science
Not
teacher.
just a
Get rid of that shit.
From what I understand,
though.
yeah, I was just about to say. From what I understand, it's different levels, but they call them all prop guns anyway. There are guns that don't fire and can literally not fire anything, and those are in the same category as the guns that are modified to be prop guns.
Which is absolutely fucking stupid. They should treat these different things.
I think so as well. I
Yeah.
feel like you shouldn't have one all-encompassing version for a gun that literally doesn't work, or a gun that is literally a gun that also works.
There are fucking prop guns that are literally just like molded pieces of wood painted black, so that if you're in like a chase scene or a scene where the camera's constantly moving and cutting, you just need to see the outline of a gun. It doesn't need to be used. And that's on the same level as a real fucking gun on set. That's unacceptable.
I got
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why it's ridiculous. Like, you can't just play around with guns like that. And that's, again, I'm not accusing the guy of murder, but like, if somebody hands you a gun, and if you're in charge of this whole operation, you know, your people are just fucking around basically with it. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't have trusted anybody on set. So apparently this is from the 911 call. I don't know what it is, but Mitchell can be overheard telling somebody nearby, this fucking AD that yelled at me at lunch asking about revisions. This motherfucker. Did you see him lean over my desk and yell at me? Check the guns, he's responsible for what happens.
Time to jump.
About
Assistant director.
Yeah.
He was the one who he was the last one to
You
say
should
it was
run.
a cold gun. He had apparently picked up the gun,
Here.
and he was the one that gave it to Baldwin.
One
shouting
enemy
on set,
remaining.
Cold gun.
Last
whatever.
player
Have you
standing.
investigated any link between him and the person who died? Because maybe it is an assassination attempt through allegation.
Maybe she was the bad guy. She was a like agent for Providence or something.
They don't have
She
a
was
single
KGB.
life
Maybe
worth
she
saving.
like this was her way of suicide or something.
Wow, that's elaborate. she shakes hands with Alec before the scene. I need it to be over. I'm done with this. I hate this movie so much.
Reloading.
Like an accident.
Tell my husband I love him. So how do you fail this hard though? There's like multiple people, 3 fucking
Get
distinct
out of my way!
Careful now.
Obviously the armor is 3 people pass a gun from hand to hand.
Yeah.
And
Well,
all
they all hated being.
Still in sight.
What if they what?
Cover going
They
out.
hated being.
Enemy
I would
spotted
be-
me. Hadn't they vision.
People were dropping out from safety concerns and like the unacceptable conditions. An absolute disaster on every possible front.
Player standing.
He's like the 24-year-old armor.
The armorer is Hannah Gutierrez Reed, yeah.
Yeah, so according to this article, the most troubling incident occurred when Gutierrez Reed allegedly
One enemy remaining.
which you shouldn't do because stuff can get in the barrel. That's basically a bullet. Then without properly
Time to jump.
and handed it to child actress Ryan Kiera.
30 seconds left.
So she had he kind of brought it up a minute ago. On a different movie, she gave an unchecked gun to an 11-year-old on set.
Oh,
to
yeah,
drive
that's
up.
what I was talking about earlier.
That's insane.
Why would
Oh,
she
she
be
was also
loading
on
a gun on the ground like David Hasselhoff eating a burger? What? Like, why is she on the ground loading a gun?
Tactical reload.
Jesus Christ.
There's no time for that, Charlie. She's just got to get it loaded.
She's like combat rolling around on the ground.
Oh my god.
She was on a podcast. I was actually gonna listen to this and like pull clips, but I got lazy and I had to take a shit before the show. She was on a podcast.
Cutting their wrist.
Last night. Well, she actually experienced she was on. She was this job. She said it was also my first time in a head armor as well. You know, I was really nervous about it at first, and I just didn't take the job because I wasn't sure if I was ready. But doing like it went really smoothly. Not that time.
So who do you think is going to get tried for this?
I don't think anyone's gonna get tried, unfortunately, but I think like the upper brass, like the upper echelon, and especially the armor, need to face some kind of repercussions, some kind of serious like ramifications for this.
You don't think someone will get charged for murder?
Very
I don't
possible.
think it's
They
gonna be
won't.
ruled a murder.
It's a workplace accident.
Yeah, it's just
maybe
people die on these sets.
manslaughter.
Yeah, people die on set all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's never. Those are usually.
One enemy remaining.
No. Don't you remember in Deadpool 2, they had hired a completely inexperienced stunt woman to do one of the stunts, and
No
she
charges
said
left.
multiple times she just wanted to do the stunt or she wanted to do it differently, and they forced her to do it the way they wanted to do it. And when she did the stunt, an accident occurred and
Let's
she
get
died.
these idiots.
They didn't face any kind of charges.
That's a bit different than loading an actual bullet into it.
Reloading.
It's still like the same level though. Like it's
Reloading.
True. Yeah.
like they could have easily like I think it was she wanted to wear a helmet while doing it. A, she didn't really want to do the stunt as it was, and B, she wanted to wear a helmet. I think is what the story is. I don't remember the whole thing, but she wasn't wanting to do the stunt, but they forced her to anyway, and like without a helmet. And then she crashed through glass and died. On Deadpool 2 set.
Enemy spotted A.
Bummer.
Yeah, it's just sad.
It just happens a lot on these movies because they try and make it cut all these corners and shit. They don't ever face any kind of real charges or anything. Like, I don't think many people even remember that happened on Deadpool 2.
No. I remember
didn't even hear about that.
some kind of motorcycle crash on a movie, but I don't remember.
That was Deadpool 2.
And it was also Resident Evil. The one that you may have heard is Resident Evil. The stunt woman was doing a motorcycle stunt, and her like whole body got peeled off her skin or something. Yeah, I don't remember that one super well either because that was also quite a bit ago, but it was some kind of crazy accident where it was an unsafe motorcycle stunt and she got
The one I remember, the person wasn't killed or anything, but they were like paralyzed, like, neck down or something.
That's Resident Evil, I think that's her. Let me check.
There was another motorcycle one. It seems like motorcycles are a massive issue in
The one that I will always talk about when it comes to movie accidents is the Twilight Zone movie. You guys know that one?
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
So, the Twilight Zone movie was a movie back in the, I think, late 80s. Some
I'll outshine all their
long,
80s.
long while ago. And there was a scene that was supposed to take place during the Vietnam War, and there was supposed to be like a helicopter crash while this soldier was rescuing these two Vietnamese children. And they were filming far past the rights for children labor laws, so the kids shouldn't have even been there. And like the rig was really not finished, and all these different problems came up. So they started rolling, and the helicopter starts crashing, and the guy's dragging these kids through the rain and like this flood. And all of a sudden the helicopter veers off course and it hits the ground at the perfect angle that the helicopter blades perfectly decapitate all three.
Enemy spotted me.
The moment is on film because they were filming at the time. And if you really look hard, you can find it on. It's extremely fucked up.
You can see 3 children get decapitated.
2 children and the main actor. And there is a reason that movie has not come out or never been released or finished.
When was that?
Like in the 80s?
I think you're wrong, Andrew. I'm pretty sure the movie did come out, by the way.
One enemy remaining.
Releasing it. I was talking about this last night. Yeah, I thought they still released that movie.
Oh my god, they might have
Oh,
released
I guess you were talking
Survived obliteration. I will
There might be
survive
2
them.
different movies
I need this.
about the Twilight Zone then?
Yeah, they went back and redid it. It wasn't called on camera.
No, the movie came out. No, the movie that had the accident came out. It's just called Twilight Zone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god, you're right.
They literally released it on schedule, even after.
Wow, you're right. I thought I was being candid after that, but no, you're right. 1982 is when this happened.
Was it literally the last?
Get out of my way!
How does it
Stealing sights.
Fuck if I know. Apparently the movie's an anthology, so they have like a bunch of different short stories within the movies. That's probably how. I haven't actually watched the movie. I've only watched the scene and the stuff around it. It was pretty gnarly.
We're gonna take a look at all of these workplaces
Powerless.
and see that what's his name is connected to them all.
Agent
Alec
47.
Baldwin. No, Alec Baldwin. He's like somehow.
One enemy remaining.
We can't roll anything.
He orchestrates it all.
You should
Do
run.
you think he orchestrated for the entire cast and crew to have a box of awesome?
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so.
It's
Yeah,
the
I
only way to make up for that kind of negligence.
I hope so too, because I know that when I'm witnessing horrible tragedies that shouldn't happen, I feel a lot better thanks to Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post partners with small businesses and emerging brands to bring you the most unique goods every month. I actually recently just got a box of awesome with a full bar set in it. Some metal shaker glass and some martini glass and some Monster cocktails. So if you're a
Last
big
round before the
alcoholic man
switch.
out there, you
Spend your
enjoy
money now.
drinking here
There's
or
no
there, or
bank in
entertaining your friends, that's a box for you. And they have tons of other different boxes that you can check out with little starter kits of things that you might be interested in. All you have to do is take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help pick the right box for you. New boxes every month. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel at any time. Each box only costs $45, but has over $70 worth of stuff inside. Get 20% off when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter code official at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code official for 20% off of your first box.
I think I'll
Enemy
in
spotted.
jail just because he's a
Spike down B.
that's a crime enough for it.
What?
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
I hate SNL as much as the next guy, but I don't think he's solely responsible for how bad SNL is.
I don't think someone should go to
life in
jail
prison
because
for
no,
that.
they all I don't think someone should go to jail because you don't find something funny.
Yeah, let's not get carried away. I think James Corden should be jailed. 100%.
How long
like
should he sentence
criminally
for that?
unfunny.
James Corden's sentence?
Yeah, life in prison for
No,
that?
he doesn't deserve life in prison, but he should be
Well,
in
he
like
could
a
be yeah.
rehabilitative program in prison.
There's room for I don't think we should lock him away forever. That's evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
30 seconds
I want
left.
to reiterate that I personally don't think that Alec Baldwin is guilty of anything, and I'm sure that he feels pretty bad for what's happened. If he's human.
Cutting their vision.
Maybe he is dude who doesn't even understand what's happening.
Last player standing.
He probably doesn't enjoy what's happened. So
What
he
if,
probably
what if
feels
he
pretty
loved
guilty
it?
enough.
What if he felt a rush like never before when it happened?
Switching sides.
Like, oh my god, this is amazing.
He's tasted blood. Now he wants more.
That might explain why there was a second injured person. Apparently, I was a bit confused by that. How did he?
That's what I said,
Did he fire twice? Like, or did the
No.
bullet?
No,
The
They're
director was
saying that the
positioned.
bullets went
Yeah.
through her and then hit the guy behind
yeah,
her.
it was collateral damage.
Thanks.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe
Don't
that's
they
what he
also have,
feels.
like-
Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm on my way.
Where was she even hit? Like, shouldn't they have paramedics on scene or something if you're filming shit like that?
They
Sounds
probably
like
should
there's
have
one.
bullet shields.
I mean,
I got you,
also,
bruv.
depending on where she was shot, she could have died instantly. Like, if you're shot through the brain or the heart, it's gonna be real hard to fix you.
I guess.
You should have put that on its montage.
Yeah. But like I said, I want to see the blooper reel. I want to see his fucking face afterwards. Like, wait a minute, why is she acting?
Spike
She
down
wanna
B.
be acting? Did I just play pretend shooter or real? That must be
I'm
a
pretty
really
sure
shitty
they would
moment.
have immediately known. As soon, I'm sure he could feel it in his hands. I think there's a bit of a difference, maybe.
Spike
Especially
planted.
with like a revolver. You can
Oh, it was a
absolutely
revolver?
felt that. I mean, it's a Western. I don't think he was going in there with like a
Oh my
Glock.
god! If it's a fucking revolver, you can see the bullets in the chamber.
No. Apparently,
One
it would
enemy
be a
remaining.
single-action revolver, so you would have had to pop it out to check. And it's
Fair.
not. And apparently, Baldwin himself is really anti-gun, so it's not like he's gonna do some kind of tactical reload to check it himself.
Last player
He's
standing.
definitely probably anti-gun
Okay,
now.
if you're some anti-gun, you know guns are dangerous, and so again, I didn't know that these were fucking real guns, right? So to me, I always
Let's
thought they were
strike
like
first.
really
It's
good-looking
better than
plastic
having to
models or
strike
something.
That's
so
what I
like, if you
thought.
handed me a gun, if I was an actor and you handed me like a toy gun, and I know it's a toy, like yeah, okay, I'll point it at you. Who gives a shit? It's basically like a water pistol, right? But if I'm like a seasoned actor and I know this is a real weapon, like I'm not gonna point it at anybody unless I check for myself. I don't give a shit if somebody told me it's fine. Like I don't trust you. I don't trust you not to be an idiot.
I just feel like you wouldn't have that perspective in the moment because this was 12 days of straight filming in awful conditions and you just want to do your part and be done.
Yeah.
I feel like that just wouldn't cross your mind in the moment.
Cover
You have
going out.
Multiple professionals whose entire job is
Enemy
dedicated
spotted.
to ensuring is safe, and you just want to get the fuck out of there, and it's a rehearsal to come and just unholster it for this shot. I don't
Cutting
think
through.
in that position that anyone would be like, okay, I need to double check this just in case.
I'd be very strongly willing to bet that a lot of this was just from frustration and anger
Heads up!
and kind of just getting sloppy because of emotions.
Well, he's been in the industry for what, like 30, 40 years, so it's probably just all second nature to him anyway.
Maybe.
Professionals that are there, their entire sole purpose is to check those kinds of things so that you don't have to. Eventually there's going to become a point where you just kind of go on autopilot and check and fire the gun every single
Spike down
scene.
A.
Enemy spotted A.
Plus, do we know?
Well,
Do we know? If
Last
he,
player
like,
standing.
I thought
30
Charlie said
seconds
that
left.
It fired when he was unholstering it.
That's
it was
what
just an
I
automatic
read.
thing.
So what happened, from what I read, he was instructed to unholster the weapon, and what happened is while unholstering, it fired. Since it's gonna be like a lot of kick, the bullets just must have went much higher after unholstering.
Yeah, so it probably
I got
wasn't
your
even aiming
backs.
it in any
Just,
particular
Well,
direction.
you know,
he,
from the front.
From what I read, he wasn't. He was literally unholstering the gun for some kind of rehearsal or something like that.
He's lucky he didn't get shot while toting it around.
Well, I'm sure he would have preferred if he shot himself as opposed to someone else, because at least it would have been like
Oh
his leg or
no,
something.
obviously, but what I'm saying is he's lucky that maybe while walking around or putting it onto his belt, he's lucky he didn't get shot in the leg or something.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. What would you pick if you had the choice between, not choice, but like between accidentally shooting yourself in the dick and shooting somebody else? I'm picking you. So.
Does it have to be in the dick?
Yeah, does it have to be the
Does
cock?
it have
Like, I
to
don't
be?
think
Why'd you
that
choose
was
that?
ever-
I would without a doubt shoot myself
What
in
is
the
your
leg
limit?
instead of someone else.
But do you value your balls and your dick and the immense pain more than somebody else's life? Because I don't think I'd shoot myself in the dick.
Is it
Spike
just the cock,
planted.
or is it also your like nuts? Will I still be able to
Enemy
breathe
spotted.
afterwards? Will I
Yeah,
still be able
your
to
nuts are
fart
gonna explode like the watermelons in slow-mo.
Do I have sperm in the freezer? Like,
No.
can I have
Jackson
tactical
prepares
ball
for
reload?
catastrophic dick damage. I mean,
Can we name that the episode Catastrophic Dick Damage? Sure.
Yeah.
Enemy spotted. B.
Jackson, you have a set story, right, about Ruby Rose.
Going up.
Oh yeah, what's that about? I didn't have a chance to know.
Last player
So
standing.
actually, Kaya, you posted this a few weeks ago. Ruby Rose, famed actress on the CW series Batwoman.
One enemy remaining.
Essentially, a
I
few weeks
hate to
ago
say
came
it,
out with
but
these horrifying
probably
sex
best to play
conditions.
as
Like
team.
apparently,
So,
it's just such a
what's the
shit. Like
plan?
CW is just such a shit company to work for. There are just a lot of like bullying and you know just unprofessional shit happening on set. And Ruby Rose came out and all of that happening. Not
Keep in
surprised,
mind,
honestly.
she was Batwoman for one season.
Good
After
work.
which She quit.
Don't
She was
screw it up.
fired.
On my way.
I don't know if Batwoman is still going on.
I was gonna
They're
ask,
like
that
now
show's
on their
still
third
going?
Batwoman.
Yeah, they just announced a new season.
oh my god.
Oh my
But she
god.
was Batwoman, right?
Batwoman keep dropping.
One
so
down.
Keep having to like
Reloading.
hire new Batwomen. So apparently Ruby Rose alleges that there was bullying on set and there was shitty working conditions. She got, I don't know, crippled almost or something, and then she had to come back to work, and she alleges that's why she was stiff, because she was basically forced to work with a broken neck, or like a, I don't know, like a twisted neck or some shit. And then CW came out and said, "No,
Spike down
actually,
A.
Ruby Rose is the bully. She was a
Reload.
dictator to work for." So, did you read that article?
Yes. So that article came out today, and
Last player standing.
reverse card and said that he was the issue. I don't know who to believe. Is it Ruby Rose that was the issue, or was it the CW production company? It's impossible to know. All I know for sure is that she did actually hurt herself pretty severely. She showed proof of X-rays of her neck or sternum or whatever the fuck it was broken. There's a lot there. Like she posted, I don't know, like 2 hours worth of Instagram. So it was
Reloading.
I just realized there's apparently somebody like got second-degree burns and his face was melting off on screen on set. It's like, I couldn't find anything on it, but she was upset that they didn't get counseling after that. A bunch of other people apparently got injured somehow. But yeah, so some of her coworkers though are calling her out for being apparently a snooty bitch. They are alleging that she's full of shit and that she's lying about her injuries. This is from
Co-workers are saying that?
yeah, like the production assistant from Batwoman.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought you
It's
meant like
crew.
other actors and actresses are like, what the fuck is that?
What? They're still
It's
co-workers.
just crew members, so...
It's a little different though.
Spike
for a
down,
coworker,
B.
Like they're directly responsible for something.
One enemy remaining.
They don't want that on their
Flawless.
reputation, but for like another like as like supporting actor in the show or something, they would have obviously
Match
had
point.
the same experience, I imagine.
About
So I
their
don't
last
see why they wouldn't
Yeah,
like
this
roll
is
over.
no, when I'd say coworker, I meant so this guy's apparently a production assistant. His name is Alexander Baxter, and he says she showed up late most days, didn't have her lines memorized, and whenever she interacted with anyone below the line, production assistant, Alex, crew, Grapes, it was as though we were beneath her boots. She stormed off set, she yelled at people, and whenever she interacted with any of us production assistants, we were disregarded as the trash we picked up.
Get out of my way!
I'd probably kind of be pretty angry too if I was put in a position where my neck was broken by them. I wouldn't be very kind to the production assistant.
One day of the story
I've got your trail.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We spent the entire morning setting up the requested green
Cutting through.
6 heaters.
You should run.
She was used to Australian hot weather.
Reload.
Spike planted.
Engineers down.
Reloading.
Say she's good. We chopped it up to another.
Anyone
but
else?
He's just giving orders for the sake of giving orders. He's holding the door open for her. She worked over 15 hours a day in the weather. And she came billowing through the door that I just opened, and she spilled her food.
Here.
Last player standing.
Then up at me and said, well? And then
One enemy remaining.
her mess.
That just doesn't sound real. It sounds like a cartoon.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of a Disney movie. After the movie's finished, it's about the power of friendship and kindness.
But she couldn't need to get all these videos, taking it off the
Y'all
ground
better
for her.
keep
Yeah.
up.
Baby Verda into her mouth. What a weird thing to say.
I met one of her close friends on a dating app. She shared different stories of partying, getting high on all sorts of drugs. Oh yeah, they also accuse her of showing up to set like 8 hours late and high.
Yeah, what a surprise. I'm sure that probably happened.
This sounds like this whole entire scenario from top to bottom is just like, no, you're an asshole. No, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck you. Like this just sounds like they're taking whatever shots they can at each other now.
It sounds like an industry in general. Yeah, it's full of like drama queens and unprofessional people who are hired for like nepotism and stuff.
Spike
Like,
down A.
From both stories that we've heard today, it just sounds like everyone involved in like, well, most people involved in Hollywood productions just aren't great people, which is shocking.
You know what though? Rose better not have been rude to my boy Keanu.
You are powerless.
I would be very upset to find that out too.
Is he? What are they doing together?
Reloading.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, you don't.
This one begins.
Last player standing. One
Well,
enemy
even though
remaining.
She's mute. Do you think that she couldn't help herself from raving about me undies? Yeah. All right, here we go. Are you ready for mashed potato
best will be
season?
towards at least one of
AKA
us.
turkey
love
with
mashed
gravy
potato.
and cranberry sauce season? AKA every kind of pie and more
Need a
season?
drop.
Now that I've said that, MeUndies is here with the softest and stretchiest undies in the game, so you can be ready for seconds and thirds. MeUndies believes that comfort is about more than what's touching your skin. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, even post-Thanksgiving dinner. Why do I have to keep reminding you all out there that we all wear MeUndies? This is not a bit. This is not a shit. All four of
Be
us wear
faster.
MeUndies. They are super fucking comfortable. They have all sorts of prints. It's almost Halloween. They have Halloween prints now, and I know that because my girlfriend bought a pair of Halloween print. They're cute. If you look at some girl's butt in Halloween, they are spooky. I look at her butt in the Halloween underwear and I
Reloading.
go, oh my god, that's shocking. It's amazing. They have tons of different styles. We all wear them. MeUndies. They are comfortable as fuck. I don't know what to tell you that I haven't told you many
Here.
times before. For the love of God, they are well made, very, very comfortable underwear for men and women. So don't be shy out there, no matter what you look like.
Last player
Sizes
standing.
extra small to 4XL. No matter what body shape you've got out there, you will find a comfy pair of underwear. They also have a full refund within 45 days policy if you're not satisfied. And you're going to get 15% off your first order with free shipping and that 100% satisfaction guarantee, but only by going to meundies.com/official. meundies.com/official for 15% off of your first order with free shipping. Wear the underwear the official boys wear at MeUndies.
The official underwear.
Yeah, I wish we could call it that.
You briefly mentioned mashed potatoes. Do they have any mashed potato prints?
I have no
'Cause
idea.
I will invest in that if that's the case. Mashed potato is my favorite food item of all time, I think. Potatoes are so good.
I felt compelled to mention the whole
Going up.
Thanksgiving stuff. And not something favorite.
I'm glad you did, for whatever reason that might be. It reminded me of what I love most in life. Thank you. Like a lot of those fucking sets and, you know, the shitty, like Riverdale and stuff, like those shows, I'm sure they're just nightmares to work for. I'm sure everyone is so dramatic and over the top on those sets. Someone posted in our Discord chat about DC Titans, and I'll read this briefly. I worked on Titans for a bit, and I can tell you that the working conditions on that show are absolutely fucked. No matter what department you were in, cast or crew, there was always drama. We had a good man in special effects die during a test because we were so overworked.
Oh
I
my
don't know what that
God.
means.
What?
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
What the fuck could have happened?
Spike down A.
I can't believe these things keep going. I feel like these are the shows that if they really had to compete on TV, they would last for a season and then never come back. But Titans is apparently in season 3 and going into season 4.
10 seconds
and
left.
fucking, like Batwoman, you said, is doing a new season. It's like, all these
Defenders
shows are
win.
still going.
Done.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, people watch it. Right? I mean, there's just weirdos like me who like Riverdale. I mean, you could say the same about the Korean shows that all get funded from.
No, I'm sure the Korean shows have great sets.
There's probably a big dedicated audience out there who just watch anything superhero related, no matter how good it is.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my god. The complete weirdos.
Match found.
So the post continues on saying, I had to file a formal complaint to Warner Brothers HR. The investigation took a few months and they admitted there was wrongdoing on the accountant's end, but nothing. Wait, what? The accountant's end?
They didn't calculate how much it would cost if someone died.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why is the accountant involved in that? Someone died of the special effects and it was the accountant's fault? Anyway, there was wrongdoing on the accountant's end, but nothing seemed to happen as she was hired to come back the following season. They liked her work so much they invited her back for the second season. First of all, I want to dispel the myth that HR is there for employees. They're entirely there to cover, you know, the company. They're there to protect the company. So don't for a second think going to HR is going to like result in anything good for you, or you know, solve any potential issues that you may have. It's to entirely cover the company. But yeah, I'm sure most of those sets, most of those like, you know, CW shows are the exact same. I would not want to be within shooting distance of
I mean,
those.
not just CW. I mean, I suspect it's just Hollywood in general, right? Not all of these people are fucking nice, obviously. They're gonna be assholes about it.
There is definitely a culture, but I think it also depends entirely on, you know, the chemistry of the people working together and the circumstances of the filming.
Wow, someone in chat just said something super interesting. I'm not sure if it was a joke or if it was true, but someone in that chat said, I work at a SeaWorld Parks location and we have in budget 9 annual deaths at the park. So they budget for 9 deaths.
That's fucking
Is that what the accountant's job is?
Like, just in general.
You guys work at Busch Gardens. We have insider information here in the chat. So Busch Gardens, we might get in trouble for this maybe, I'm not sure if we should continue on this front.
Hang on, Blackjack, do you have a mic? When I hear the story about how you guys budget, do you account for the like pain and suffering of loved ones?
Yeah, how do you like account for that? Maybe there isn't one just accountant.
Briefly.
Are you knowledgeable about it, Blackjack?
Blackjack, hello.
Dead!
Hey, there you are. Hi. So, how many people die? Okay, by the like, don't fucking dox yourself accidentally. Keep it vague.
Well, we have multiple Busch Gardens locations.
Okay.
So I work at one of them, and they tell us
Cover
during
going out.
HR initiation that it's in budget for our park specifically 9 deaths per year.
What the fuck? For your park specifically, so that's not the entire Busch Gardens like brand.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Do you know if yours is a particularly more dangerous park? Like, do they account for more deaths?
It's actually the most safest. Yeah, no, we haven't had deaths in years, but we have had a couple of injuries.
Well then why do you account for 9?
Don't stress if
That's
I
such a
die.
high number.
Was great
How do
knowing
they
you
usually
all.
die?
Also, delete my helper.
Usually it's accidents on roller coasters, so somebody didn't buckle up all the way. We haven't had one of those in a long ass time though.
Oh, so it's not just workers, it's just general park deaths.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's just general park deaths.
Okay, okay. I thought it was like
I'll
workers,
crush her
like,
radiant heart.
Going there, you're at risk of getting like mauled by an animal or something as a worker. Okay.
Reloading. The animals that we have in the park are kept in a separate area.
Okay.
There's like a security checkpoint that you gotta pass through to feed them.
They have their own death budget as well, I'm sure.
Do you have your...
I haven't had any of those.
So, okay, somebody dies, then what happens? Do you pay out to the family? Do you wait until you get sued? What is the budget exactly for? Is it like lawyer fees to defend
Settlements, I'm
yourselves,
sure.
or... Yeah, is it settlements money?
It's usually settlements. They try to offer, I believe it's somewhere between 100 and 120K to the family before they take it to court.
Yeah, no.
Going up!
Yeah.
That is actually like the standard for a human life in America. Apparently, is 110 or 120K. That's what like the law dictates. Is reasonable.
Paid out to the family.
That's
Have they ever
shockingly
successfully
high.
sued
Time to jump.
for more?
I'm not sure if they've been sued for more. They didn't give us any information on that, but they did tell us that the family also gets free passes to the entire
Oh, now we're talking. Yeah.
Last player standing.
The place that my brother was killed. Let's go back.
That's a fucking great deal.
Fuck yeah. Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
shit, you get free parking too.
Oh my
pretty
god.
good.
Let's keep on going. Jackson, do you want to go to
Nice.
the park with me
Sacrifice
and not buckle up?
Yeah, I just gotta go sacrifice a friend or something over there and
Oh
reap the
my
benefits.
god,
You're
what a
making
deal.
money.
Oh my god. Do you like throw confetti and shit? Is there like a giant alarm that rings like 1 millionth customer death? Hey, you win free park entry.
No,
Amazing.
usually what happens when there's an injury like that is we evacuate from we go
Take
in
control.
through the kind of just remove the body and put it in an ambulance and they ship it off to the hospital.
And then the
long have you
rides
been
open
doing
up
this?
the rest of the day? Like it opens back up that day? Or is it down for a while?
Well, have to.
So I work in the so I would be responsible for going in there and cleaning up all the pavement and shit from all the blood and then
Cool.
It's like a death cab.
Yeah. So your protocol when someone dies at Busch Gardens is the exact same as
Spike
if someone
down,
dies
B.
on the sidewalk.
Yeah, basically. Throw some sawdust on the vomits on
they
the
just
blood.
move around it.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, we don't bother with that.
Holy shit.
When was the last
Hang on, were you there for the last death?
I was not there for the last 2 years now.
So it really doesn't have to matter the body of the pavement.
Oh.
Last player standing.
Anybody died, but I was there when we had an accident while they were building the new ride at one of our parks.
Or what happened?
So there was a
30 seconds
gentleman
left.
at the contracting company that was building our new roller coaster that was not wearing his safety harness when he was up, I believe, about 200 feet.
Alarm bot out.
Leaned over out of the cherry picker, fell, and bounced off the
Placing
ground.
swarm grenade.
Ah.
Ouch.
Now,
10 seconds left.
When he was up there working, did his coworker happen to be really
Spikes
tall
down.
and wearing a suit?
Turn out. Placing swarm grenade.
I'm just saying, keep an eye out for that guy. Yeah, keep an eye out for that guy.
Found
He
them.
tends to show up in a lot of places.
Swarm grenade out.
How did he fall 200 feet and not die? That's impressive.
One enemy remaining.
The area that they were
Clutch.
so there was no
Oh, my genius button stop in the lab.
and then bounced another 20 feet in the air.
Tech
and then
support
came
with a
back down.
carry. Nice work.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's like he went on his own ride.
Human bouncy ball. I
that's
remember
awesome.
the next day OSHA came in and my boss told me in the morning, he goes, hey, I don't want you to use any chemicals today. I don't want them asking any more questions than they should.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Oh. That's not suspicious.
Yeah, no, that sounds pretty normal.
Nope, not at all.
Well, thank you for joining us to expose your place of work. I
Reload.
hope this doesn't lead to any negative repercussions where you're sent up in a roller coaster chamber without a in your next annual meeting or something.
Powers out.
It's fine. That's my weekend job.
Oh, okay. That's
Alright,
good
yeah,
then.
Yeah, it's fine if you get fucked over.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Well, thank you for that.
Alright,
Thanks
you.
for joining us.
Thanks, Blackjack.
Well, if he does happen to get fired, he could probably recoup his losses with some cryptocurrency investing. What do you say?
Probably,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, and I would say if you're interested in investing in cryptocurrency, you should check out Kraken. With Kraken, you can buy and sell over 50 of the most popular cryptos. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, there's tons of them. There's tons of them. Seriously, there's a bunch of cryptos. There's new ones popping up all the time. It's super easy to get started. Just download the app, create your account, and you'll be investing in minutes. One of the coolest things about buying crypto through Kraken is that you don't need a lot of money to start.
Everybody go home.
Even if Bitcoin is worth 40k, 50k, how about if Bitcoin's worth an oddly specific number of about 120k? It doesn't matter, because you can buy as little as $10. Yeah, and a free pass to Busch Gardens. Just a specific random amount. You can buy as little as $10 worth just to get your feet wet. So whether or not one of your close relatives has died at a theme park, it doesn't matter. You can still start investing in Bitcoin. Find out for yourself why Kraken has been one of the highest rated places to buy crypto for the last 10 years. And also why I've been doing it since before this podcast started. I seriously have. I love Kraken. It's great. Visit kraken.com/official.
Reloading.
Spelled KRAKEN.com/official to learn more or search Kraken in the App Store. Kraken.com/.
One enemy remaining.
Take that shit. It's like insult to injury. Hey,
Yeah, I
remember
wonder if they
the
said
year
this
when
one
a child died?
No, we want to go back.
It's like they said
All I got was a Melby shirt.
They said make peace with the park. Like they walk in and they're like, "This is the coaster where the incident happened," and they have to like get on it and absolve their feelings and close their eyes and pray. And all this.
Reload. I like the idea of the theme park sending like the last, you know how the coasters have like the photo
Reload.
zones or whatever, where the cameras take a picture of you. Like they send the picture of that.
There's just a blur
Your
of
loved
them
one's
flying
last
out of the
ride.
seat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I hope this makes it alright.
Man, this whole episode is nothing but accidents. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's just an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Like, you never really think about how often something goes
Feeling
wrong
fat.
in things that you watch.
I don't know why, I've just been getting these thoughts in my head, like how fragile we are, because you hear shit like this. And throughout my day,
spike carriers
most
down.
minor things
Spike
bother
down,
me now,
B.
like, oh, there's my laptop charging cord. What if I tripped on it and like broke my neck?
I think the
That would
same
be
thing.
it. Like, It's so scary. Like random shit can
You
kill you.
are powerless.
That's why you know those Carney theme parks, the ones that are put up in like a day or whatever, they go around to different towns. I will never go to those things. Those are like death traps.
No.
Fuck that shit.
Well, you also gotta admire how they are. I mean, think of the Busch Gardens story we just heard. The guy fell 200 feet.
Last player
another 20
standing.
feet and lived. So.
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
He was just trying to get free tickets.
Yeah. He was
why he
calculating
jumped
the
off.
odds. He was like, if I work here all day, I'll get what, like $12 an hour? Or if I take this one plunge, I can come here for
And the
life
last
and just
thing
come
they'll
every
see
single
before
day.
they die. Lucky them.
Yeah. I've there was a theme park called Dreamworld, and just 2 years ago, I believe, there was a massive accident there that claimed the lives of I think 5 people. Something ridiculous. You know those river rapid rides, the ones where you sit in those giant circular vehicles and they're just like bouncing around.
That's how you survive.
While that vehicle was going up the chain lift, the jolted or something and flipped the machine, the vehicle upside down.
Spike carrier is dead.
5 people
Spike
went into
down,
all
B.
the gears underneath it during that, and it was horrifying. And to Dreamworld's credit, well, they were at
One down.
vehicles, so they got sued to shit. Like, the park was closed for like 3 months or so. But to their credit, they did entirely remove that section of the park. Like, completely deleted it and turned it into a giant memorial for the victims, which I guess is nicer than an annual pass.
Oh my god, though, that's... Jesus
It was horrifying.
Christ.
It was horrifying. I had family members who worked there back in the early 2000s, and I had frequently visited Dreamworld. So to see that kind of shit happen in the news, and I've ridden that ride so many
Placing
times.
sentry.
Spike planted. Cover
Placing
going out.
alarm.
It's really scary. Yeah.
Shadows traveling.
Placing
Have
swamp
you
grenade.
guys-
Surprisingly classy.
I mean, it's better than just giving people free tickets to the park. I guess.
No, you
You should
can look at
maintain
them
the things, but still.
You can look at a memorial, but you still have to pay to get in to see it. I'd rather have the
Yeah,
free
they
tickets.
charge them to come in to look at it.
Last player standing.
I would prefer that they were at fault for negligence of not maintaining their ride properly, so they're at fault. So it's the least they could do, I guess. Do you guys
I remember,
Still
I don't know
alive.
if you remember this,
I
Andrew,
want
but
their
not
life, not yours.
super long ago, I think it was even Busch Gardens, there was a guy on a roller coaster who like stood up and just got blown off it and fell to his death.
What?
Yeah, I do remember that. There was also another guy recently, it might have been Islands of Adventure.
Don't hold back.
Where he lost
That's
either
the
a
book.
hat or a phone or something, like on a
Still
roller
inside.
coaster. So he hopped like 2 fences to go get it, and he was
Hadn't
fucking
did
hit
it.
in the head by a fucking coaster passing overhead and killed him.
Careful now.
Yeah. So, if you ever go to a theme park and you see all those fences that say "Don't climb this fence," yeah, don't
There's
climb the
probably a
fence.
reason.
Yeah,
There might be a reason.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
scary. Now I feel mortal again. Great.
Yeah. Way to
Awesome.
ruin my fun.
Well, the people who don't feel mortal are usually the ones hopping over those fences that say shit
true.
like "Don't enter this area." So it's probably for best if you feel mortal. There was another one actually in I believe it was Texas. It was some water park.
You will
it was
not
like a
kill my
loop-de-loop,
allies.
water slide, and it was a kid went down it and got decapitated halfway up. I'm not
Enemy
exactly
spotted.
sure how that happened, but people say that his like head rolled out the bottom
Placing
side
alarm
of
bot.
it.
Oh, yeah, it was a, you're talking about that, the water park where they made like
Get out of my way.
and then the kid went down and got decapitated on it. It was like in
Yeah.
Kansas or something.
Up in the
Time to
loop, like
jump.
it was initially, and the kid
One enemy remaining.
piece of metal.
You're
like,
talking about
struck
Action
his head or
Park,
something.
aren't they?
Going up.
No, it wasn't Action Park. It was something else.
No, but Action Park.
Action Park's the
that
one where
was
people
also
got hurt
wacky.
like every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But
they
it
just
wasn't
kept coming up
actually
with stupid ideas for rides that were like shockingly dangerous.
Yeah, but there was
Last player standing. Team Ace.
Pity the man who dies meaningless.
Cool. Reyna,
It's like
I'll
Goddess
take one
playing
side if you
Roller
take the
Coaster
other.
Tycoon. You know how
They'll
we
be
all just
dead
fuck
in
around
5
and make death
seconds.
traps
Oh, yeah.
in those games?
Yeah.
Here's a roller coaster straight into the ground.
Fuck, what was that park there? The one where the kid got decapitated. Anyway, it was pretty fucking horrifying from what it sounds like. His head, it was like a horror movie, like blood started gushing out the bottom into the pool and then his head rolled out. His body was still like mangled up the top of it. It's fucked up.
At least he was having fun in his final moments.
We don't know that. Fucking horrifying.
Alright, well, just take everything away from me, Jackson.
Alright, so we got one more big topic.
Still in sight.
We have
Enemy
one
spotted
more
B.
big topic of the day, and this is one Charlie knows all about because it's been happening over the last, I don't know, few days. It's been fun to read about though. Charlie, do you want to talk about the skincare scandal on Twitch at the moment?
It's not on Twitch, but yeah.
It is on Twitch. What? She's a Twitch. Oh, she's a YouTube streamer, isn't she?
Spike down B. Last player standing.
That's not the point.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Go.
Yeah.
No, I don't want any inaccuracies.
You and your pathological need to call Jackson out. God.
Yeah, what the hell? It's just giving you a lead.
Just because we all like
I'll handle this.
do it, you know.
that may have been a bit far.
Yeah.
Basically, YouTuber Ray released a skincare line, but it was promoted as a skincare line, which is it's spotty at best.
You want me serious?
What does that even mean?
So the
From
claims
your
were.
screen?
Yeah, so blue light from your screen is damaging your skin, and this was the solution.
So the idea is that blue light is bad for your eyes because it's associated with sunlight and bright lights, and it like dries your eyes out and helps your sleep patterns. And there's like, you know, consensuses here and there that say. Yeah. So blue light is bad for your eyes, as a lot of people, like it causes eye strain. Like there's a lot of consensuses out there that say that. But this skincare thing was going another level and saying blue light is bad for your skin, and it causes like aging and wrinkles and all the shit. But that is completely and utterly unscientifically founded. And also, apparently the people who did research blue light said that you would get the equivalent thing of what she's talking about after sitting in front of a screen for about 8 weeks straight. Meanwhile, the problems that she's talking about are caused by
Yeah.
So in other words, she's selling bullshit, basically. Total bullshit.
Yeah.
Out of charges.
I want to play the ad. I want to play the promo real quick.
I would not.
Really
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, and it's also not like it's like an interesting in terms of like what it makes claims of. It's
Is she copyright striking people?
She can.
well, the company is. It wouldn't be her. It's the company. It's not just.
She's
her
a co-founder, isn't she?
No, so on stream last night she went over everything. She's apparently a creative collaborator, but they told her to put co-founder, so it seems like the company was trying to.
This feels like the second coming of the Bully Hunters, where it's a company
Bye,
not
stuff, ka-ching,
at all
little skrrr,
understanding
we're
their
done.
audience
Yeah?
or like anything.
What it sounds like is some Chinese like knockoff product that they've approached a creator with like a slimy contract, and she signed it because money. And now she's like tied into that and she can't get out of it. What, no?
100% no. I don't know Valkyrie
shut the
super
fuck
well.
up, Jackson. Jesus.
Time for a field
I don't know her
test.
super well, but she would absolutely not scam people. She doesn't need that money. She could have just released a normal skincare line for significantly more than a niche one. But she chose this one because I'm positive this company presented some bogus research that she really believed blue light was a bad, harmful thing. So she just got really invested in it and motivated by their language. I don't think this was... She got scammed. She got scammed. That's
Anyone
what I
else?
Whoa, wait, but you say that You say she's rich, so that means she can't scam people. Rich people scam people all the time.
If she wanted to scam people, she would have released a normal, shitty skincare line. Because that's appealing to significantly more people than a blue light blocking gamer brand.
I don't know, man. Look at Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, Gwyneth Paltrow's marketing to her exact audience. Like, going directly
So
to them.
Valkyrie marketing to gamers, isn't it?
One enemy remaining.
Streamers sell gamer chairs. They must monetize their audience.
Yeah. They sell gaming peripherals. They don't sell fucking office chairs. They don't sell
Last
regular
round
headsets.
in the
No, they
half.
sell
It just
gaming
wouldn't make
headsets
any
and gaming
sense.
mice.
Or
From
give
her
it to me.
perspective, it wouldn't make
Good
any
cause
sense.
either way.
Like, it'd be a completely unnecessary thing because she would have stood
I
to
need a
make
drop.
more from just selling a skincare line as opposed to blue light blocker. 100%.
But look at her. Look at it from her perspective of how she was approached by this company. She is not necessarily getting the idea to sell skin cream, but if a company comes up to her and goes, "Hey, you can sell gamer skin cream, and we're going to pay you $30 million to do it, or however much," that's
The hunt begins.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think it was like a planned scam or something like that. It just seems like a very shady company that took advantage of her and then threw her to the wolves. Like, them telling her to make herself co-owner on social media is a big tell. Like, it just doesn't seem.
How is she not in the know in that particular that example right there? She had to individually put co-founder in there, and she knew that she wasn't a co-founder. That
Yeah, I don't
screams
know.
that she's just as shady to me.
It just screams that she got scammed and didn't bother to like really go deep into the research. All the claims of like the research they did, so they said they did all these independent studies to debunk the myth that blue light is safe for your skin or something. So they had these oodles and oodles of research, which Ray has said she saw and was blown away by. But they refused to publish it.
Cover going
they're afraid
out.
it'll get stolen. So instead, when you go on their
Last
website
player
where they said
standing.
you could find the research. If you go on their website, it's just
Stealing
Wait, can we talk about that very briefly? What the fuck do you mean that they were afraid that their research will be the research will prove that their product is viable and their product is actually meaningful?
Get out of my way!
It's a scam. It's a scam.
It sounds like
Well,
a
how does
scam.
she not know that? She's either
Switching
a scam
sides.
artist or she's stupid. Which one is it?
Defending her
I have
honor is so
trouble
hard.
sharing.
Like anyone with a brain can tell that this is
Now,
an
hang
idiocy.
on.
There's
It
no way
could
she wasn't
be
in on this.
it could be unscrupulous on both parties. It could be the company is trying to scam her and push a shitty product to make money, but it could also be she just saw dollar signs and didn't fact check her shit and just went, "Yeah, put my name on it."
That's true. That doesn't necessarily make her a scam artist.
I likened
Yeah.
this to when Andrew and I went to that carnival and I got scammed. She was talking directly to that company. They approached her with all of this evidence that she's not a scientist, so she's getting all of these papers and all of this evidence that's telling her the blue light menace is gonna fuck everyone in the ass, and if you help us promote this product, you'll help a lot of people, this and that, filling her with all of these like good ideas. Similar to how when Andrew and I went to the carnival, the guy's like, you can do this and make your money back, you know, and then he shows me that you can do it. But it turns out
Spike
he
down,
can't,
B.
because he was using a heavier ball from a different angle than me. So no matter what I do, I couldn't get that money back, and it wasn't real. It was a scam.
Okay, so how does the timeline continue here? Give us at what point did you realize, oh fuck, people are making fun of this?
Yesterday. She went on stream yesterday to address everyone talking about it and all of their concerns. It seems like she still 100% believes in whatever pseudoscience they showed her, which is unfortunate because that's sad.
Enemy spotted. One enemy remaining.
Reloading. But she did go on to say, like, it is a lot of her fault that it has become this deal because she didn't do her due diligence in making sure that they were going to publish the things they said they were going to publish, to confirm the studies were as legitimate as they said they were, this and that.
So she's doubling down, but we're not necessarily sure if
Yeah.
she's doubling down because she believes it or because she is contractually obligated to
30
do it.
seconds left.
She can't
Yeah.
necessarily talk bad about something that she's, you know, she signed on the dotted lines. She's obligated to that.
That's the big encapsulation. We don't know. We don't. She could be saying all of this out of her ass. Scam and she's saying this to cover herself.
To put put this also in perspective, you guys will remember
I'll pick some
we
apart.
are also
You
guilty of
clean up
something similar.
whatever's left.
Robinhood. We used to promote Robinhood on this show. That's a fucking scam.
They weren't a scam back then.
We didn't know it was a scam.
Exactly, we didn't know.
Right.
Even though we had used the product, we had endorsed it, and we liked it, but we didn't know that Robinhood was as shady as it is.
But this is
They never
different.
approached us asking us to say that we were co-founders of Robinhood.
Yeah.
I know. It's a little different,
They
but
should
just to put into
stop trying.
perspective, like how you don't
Turn
know.
They
out.
hadn't done anything back then yet. So
Placing
it could be a
alarm
new
bot.
thing where that happened like a year after their last ad with us or something.
I know. It's just to
Yeah,
put
I
it in
don't know.
perspective,
This
though.
is-
You
you have to
don't
be
really
pretty fucking
know.
dumb.
You don't really know a lot of the stuff. Like it's not always like nefarious.
Well, we also don't know if it is. You know, we have no idea where she's positioned in this, whether she's completely
Exactly,
lying entirely to cover herself, or if she's actually innocent and didn't know any of this. We
It just
have
wouldn't
no
make
idea.
sense to me. It just wouldn't make sense to me if it was like a
Spike
planned
planted.
scam, like she knowingly went out there to mislead people. I think
Embarrassing.
Can we get all the cards on the table? How close are you to Ray, just so people don't accuse us of being like biased or anything? Are you friends with her or anything like that?
One enemy remaining.
Like Among Us, and it's always been like a positive experience. Like she's always been super nice, and she seemed very genuine from the times I've talked to her and played those games with her.
We good. We good.
I just want to get that out there just in case anyone accused us of
Oh, I did say
bias.
that in the beginning, though. I did say that.
Don't stop fighting. You must keep going, even if you're the only one.
Well, I have no bias against her. I don't care about her one way or the other. I haven't, spoken to her or anything like that. I think there's only there's only two possibilities here. She's either pretty inept, like she did something silly. She didn't like look into the thing that she was promoting, which happens. That happens. But I think it's
Let me
pretty
show you how the boss does
disingenuous
it.
to claim that that's not irresponsible, or
Well, I
she
never said
is.
it wasn't. Yeah.
She is a scam artist. Those are the only two possibilities, and neither of them paint a very pretty picture for her. And look, it could. You're right. That kind of stuff could happen to anyone, especially in this kind of industry where sponsorships come by pretty quick and fast. And I would think in that situation though that she would have an entire team set up to handle those kinds of things.
I would think so too, but I think what happened is
Spike
they went
down,
directly
B.
to her. They worked in conjunction with her.
That's
as
what
The
opposed
claim
to-
was that she'd been working on this for 2 years as well, correct? I read that.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said that she's been working with them for 2 years on it.
That's what really concerns me, the fact that they wanted her so personal. I mean, like, if you listen to us or other podcasts,
Last player standing.
this is the ad.
One enemy
This is the
remaining.
advertisement.
Spike down,
We
B.
are paid to say they wanted her to slap her name on it with co-founder, and she was working with them for 2 years. It's like, that's
Is
where I
everyone's
get
tech
kind
still
of
working?
who knows which
Double
way
check
this
it,
is
please.
going, because she's been doing it for 2 years and didn't stop to talk to someone else or figure it out.
How
or-
can we believe that at this
get
point, though? How can we even know that she was working on it for 2 years? Now I don't even believe that because she said she was co-founder, and now she's not. So what is it? Did you actually work on this for 2 years, or did they tell you to say that you worked on it for 2 years? Which is it?
Yeah, I guess that's just hard to know.
Yeah. I really
Well,
don't
now
think we can
now
make a
from
judgment
my
on her
perspective-
in this.
No, well, maybe not, but I think we can make the judgment that we can't necessarily just take her at a word from whatever she says about this anymore.
Oh, that's
Like,
what
who knows
that's what
kind
I
of-
was saying. We really don't know whether to believe her or not at this point. And we
I mean,
may
to be
never
fair, she is doing more than most people would in this situation. She's
Spike
like,
down, A.
tackling it, not in the best way, like the stream she did last night. She talked a lot about like fake friends, which I thought was very not appropriate. But
Sorry,
she also
bro.
did say how disappointed. Yeah, because she was like, which friends reached out to her and supported her, and which ones didn't, and she read like DMs and shit sometimes. So like, that wasn't a good look. But she did also like was very critical of the company, saying like they did some shady shit by not publishing what they said they were going to publish. By not informing her that the studies aren't going to be public and stuff like that. So she did like take shots at the company too.
One enemy remaining.
And taking responsibility for some of the things like co-founder. She should have never said if she's
Last
a
player
co-founder.
standing.
But there's only so much you can do.
30 seconds
So many
left.
contracts, which she also says that she is contractually bound to leave even if she wants to. So as far as
Oh wait, she publicly said that she wants to leave the contract.
Remember,
Yeah, she said she
stay
wants
out
to
of the fire.
distance herself from the company
Super
after all
high-level
this, but she
tactic,
does
remember?
still believe in the product.
See, that right there is really shady to me. Oh, I don't want to be associated with the company, and I don't like that this happened, but the product's really good. Like, really?
To me, that just shows that she was truly fooled. Like, really, like, fooled by whatever they showed her.
But you don't know that. It could also be she doesn't want the product to flop because she's contractually tied to it. We don't know.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
We don't
There's
know.
no way to know.
Yeah.
Spike down A.
Yeah, it's the new thing.
Yeah.
It's called like Reflect, by the way. It says on the side. People at the company, when you go to the first name. Use Reflect products. Everyone who uses the suite, whether that's your phone, computer, tablet, or any other device, all the details about potentially harmful blue light waves that can be damaging to your skin. However, this means beautiful.
What do you guys think is like the
dumbest fucking thing possibly?
Anything crypto related. Literally anything crypto related.
Good point.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Interesting choice from what we said earlier this episode.
Well, Kraken's real crypto. I'm talking about like peddling some kind of shit service. Like completely illegitimate.
I'm clarified because I genuinely do use Kraken regularly. And
well, no, I know that's a real service.
For those listening, Kraken is an actual exchange with a ton of vouch behind it and stuff. Like, look it up if you don't
note down
believe
your
us.
observations,
Kraken's
then
great.
let's run it again.
Yeah, like actual coins. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the research.
Yeah. But you guys, you mean like shit coins and stuff and rug pulls?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a bad one then.
Like one of the most recent ones was that Save the Kids scandal or drama where some YouTube people used crypto to scam
We survived.
unfortunate people out of their money, claiming that it was for a charity to save children.
There.
It wasn't.
You know what's another big one that I think always makes you look bad? Promoting betting. So the people who do like Counter-Strike skins and shit, that always looks bad. When you're promoting child gambling, that never looks good for you.
Spike down B.
Yeah, look, as far as things go, as far as products go, I don't think there's massive harm. I don't think it's like...
That's what I said.
I don't think it's super dangerous or anything. I just think
well, no, it is sold. It's actually going it is still misleading, and it is still extremely disingenuous.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
at the very least, compared to all the other influencer scams, you're not like hurting yourself. You're getting like mediocre skin cream at worst, compared to like a moisturizer or something.
Cutting their vision. One enemy remaining.
Feeling it is literally probably just skin lotion that you have been fooled into thinking does more than it does.
Yep.
There.
Which is on you.
And also,
it has the, sorry Andrew, but this is a trademark technology, BLP. Niacinamide. Glycolic
30 seconds left.
Acids. They cleanse, decongest, and
I don't die.
hang on. Let's really nail this down and point out how fucking stupid people are.
of them or
People
50
who
of them.
believe that this works. What's the difference between this lotion and lotion with sunscreen?
Well, if you looked at the claims, Andrew, you would know that the blue light from your computer is different than the blue light from the sun.
Light is different than light. God damn it, you're right.
Yeah, you
Just go to
fucking
WebMD.
moron. Did you not know?
Hit them when they're not looking.
Blue light is a high-energy, short-wavelength light that falls on the spectrum of
Get
visible
out of my
light,
way!
just like UV rays from the sun and infrared light. It's emitted by the sun, electronics, the cream for the two, because reasons.
Yeah, you need a different cream. So even their own research says that this light and the monitors, but you need a different specific cream for just the monitors and not the sun.
You will not kill my allies!
Product.
Yeah,
I really want to see their research.
The hunt begins! Jackson, you and me both know there was no fucking research.
What did they show her? What did they show? A picture of dollar signs and a picture of very happy.
They drew a little stick figure with her standing next to a pile of cash and like a sun and like her product and.
I have to
One
imagine
enemy
the
remaining.
research they did was just a whole bunch of unsubstantiated claims and like cherry-picked data or something that's probably not even real.
So it was, what? It was she just believed a Word document that said our cream is good.
Match point.
Well, you have to
keep in mind, research means like nothing. You can hire researchers to research anything. Like, Charlie could hire somebody to research and find that he's the tallest man in Florida.
I mean, we've talked about how easy it is to get science papers published. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's different to get them like peer reviewed, right? Like actually.
Yeah.
Well, theirs is not peer reviewed. That's if it was peer reviewed, it would be public. It would be a published scientific paper, a study. Theirs is not that. It is apparently some kind of Krabby Patty formula that they're locking down in a vault.
I still just I can't get past the fact that this is elementary school logic. If you're afraid of blue light from computers, how do you not
Welcome
realize
to
that comes
my
from the sun?
world.
And in that case, there's literally no difference between this and some
Spike planted.
It's so obvious.
So, I'm on
Why
their
are you even
page.
afraid of blue light? I don't understand.
They actually openly say that it's literally just sunscreen, though what they're bragging about is all the extra crap they put in it. Like a complex of 3 rice actives extracted through patented process.
Come on, let's go!
Japanese plant extracts. This is just...
That's foreign. That means it's exotic, and it's worth paying like $50.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
It has antioxidants.
Dude, is it mostly
This light is diffused.
Defenders win.
Mostly male.
She has
I was just getting started.
array of viewers. Like she has a lot of male and female viewers. She's just an extremely popular presence online.
There are definitely a bunch of female viewers that like role model her though, and those are the ones probably buying this.
I just can't imagine the people in our audience. Like it's such a weird product to shield to people because I can't imagine like little Timmy comes home and puts on his Reflect sunscreen or UV screen before he sits down and watches a Ray stream or whatever.
Dude,
It's
that's
just
like,
so...
you deserve to get bullied. Like, look at this fucking door. You put on sunscreen to play a video game? Fucking melted.
I know. God, so stupid. So stupid.
Well, you could also,
Alright.
if this was a real thing, like if blue light was bad for you, I could totally fucking see it. Like Andrew used to wear Gunner gaming glasses because the light hurt his eyes. So,
But that's
you know.
that I said that at the very beginning. Eyes is completely
yeah,
different.
no, I'm saying,
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if this was
Yeah, how
real,
do you
it
insult
wouldn't be
Andrew?
like
Did you see how
embarrassing.
offended he just got?
Hell, I'm wearing sunglasses right now to protect my dry, sensitive eyes, but that doesn't mean I'm going to start
If it
smearing on
was a real
sunscreen.
thing, it wouldn't be like an embarrassing thing. Like if blue light really was like fucking melting your skin, like maybe
Yeah.
I'd even throw some
What
on
if
before hopping
she's
on.
right? What if she's 100% right, and in a decade we get tons of research proving her right, and she just gloats like a motherfucker about it?
No, it doesn't change the fact that this wasn't done or conducted extremely like slimy and shadily. It doesn't. It doesn't
True.
negate that.
True.
Oh well.
Well, I'm pre-ordering anyway.
Valkyrie.
Good lord.
Valkyrie, whatever the hell.
What a
Are
fun
you gonna
episode.
pre-order, Charlie?
Am I gonna pre-order? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just might just take a trip down to Ulta and get some. Oh man,
It might be a fun. That might be a
Man,
fun review.
this is a great episode. It's been nothing but people's misfortunes from start to finish.
Yeah, it's been nothing but accidents and like bad stuff
and scams.
What did we say we were gonna call this episode at the start? I don't even think it's
Colossal
relevant
dick
anymore.
destruction.
Yeah. Okay.
Or catastrophic, one of the two.
Not really indicative of the topics, but yeah, it sounds cool.
Just show us rubbing the skin cream on our dicks and like they're melting off and burning and shit.
God damn.
I'll just call it episode 256 with the black.